Monaco Harbour Dolphins are the 2024 Open Men's Champion. Congratulations to the Monaco Harbour Dolphins, Men's Open Champions.
You're tuned in to TagTalks Podcast.
Test. Alright. Welcome back to another episode of Tag Talks. Here with Kingy again. And we've got the Roosters and Dolphins game in the background. So if you see us look over, that's because we're watching the game, because someone's got a multi on for and Sandon Smith got injured and he's got him as his try scorer. But yeah, how's your week been, mate? How's your week been?
The week's been pretty good. Got to catch up with some of our 3P Tag boys heading over to Aussie, and had a little bit of a skills development training with them, and yeah, but other than that, it's just been all local footy and all just work.
It's actually been quite quiet for tag in general. Just in NZ, there's not too much tag that gets played during like rugby and league season. And that's a try. Oh no, we're getting distracted, but yeah, we don't really get here in, like, especially Wellington, since like league gets, taken up with a lot of our older boys, like all of those old boys that are playing league. That takes up a lot of time, and union as well. There's a lot of boys making rep teams and stuff, so tag gets quite quiet during the winter. But come, when you say August, July is when it starts to really pick up. So by the time we get to there, we'll have like so much to talk about. But yeah, we're gonna go through. What are we gonna go through first?
Fantasy.
Oh yeah. Just checking on our fantasy scores. So how did you do for last week?
Last week was absolutely poor. It's not too bad. I scored 977, but I felt like I could have scored a lot better if I had captained either Payne Haas or Terrell May.
Who'd you captain?
I captained Cleary. I don't know how he gets points like that in like 10 minutes, but team was trash.
My team did pretty well, but I feel like I could have got more as well. Because I did captain Terrell, but I feel like I could have swapped out a few players and got more points. Torpiki only got 22, so I should have just swapped him out. But he got 22, which is quite disappointing. But yeah, I'm doing pretty well in all of the leagues that I'm in, so that's what I'm happy about.
Nice.
Yeah, what do we got for today?
So we're gonna break down. I wanted us to break down one of the best plays that ever happened for us in Pacific Cup, and I just wanted to bring in a segment like this so people can see. Also, we can slow down videos and analyze videos for people to see what actually happens in real time on a tag field. So we've got our under 21s cup finals, and there was a play in there right at the end that pretty much gave us the championship. So we'll bring up the video. As you can see, there was about, was it 15-minute halves?
Yes, 15 minutes. 15-minute halves.
So basically, there was a minute left to go. Samoa had broken the line with a 2-on-1 against our sweeper, and they ended up drawing in our sweeper, and all they had to do was run about 10 meters, less than 10 meters. But lucky enough, the resilience of our boys, one of our boys ended up making a fucking spectacular tag,
diving right on like 1 meter line. Shout out Jeremiah Collins
makes this tag here, and then we end up getting the ball back. They had one more play after that tag and ended up making a lucky tag there right on the line. And then we had
our boys are so the boys are knackered here. Everyone's knackered. They're all subbing.
And plus, we're all on our try line. We're on our try line too.
We're all just trying to get out of our try line, trying to set up. A lot of our boys are just taking one-off runs.
Yeah.
And if you know, like, if you've been coached by, if you can pause it there. If you've been coached by Pat, who was in previous one of our previous like starter potties, he hates one-off runners. He hates one-off running. He drilled it into us throughout the whole tournament, and even before the tournament, is don't take one-off runners. Either run a cut or
2-pass.
Yeah, or a 2-pass, like just simple stuff that you like, even stuff that you use in league. He says he hates one-off running. And what about you? You didn't like it either, eh? You didn't.
Yeah. Basically, because it slows our momentum. After a long set of defense, and then we're jammed on our try line, and our main goal is to get out of our red zone, and one-off running just, I don't know, it breaks that momentum from our defense, and it stops us, especially like on the try line, like when our backs is against the wall and we're trying to get out of our red zone. It makes it real difficult for us to get out of there. Only because it's easy to read as a defender, and like you can shut up. You analyze this one, bro.
You can. Yeah, it's easy to read. It's just easy to read and easy to shut down.
Yeah.
Because 1 and 2 can just shut. Like they can just shut off that space straight away. So there's only one way that the player can go, and that's forward or back into the ruck. But he can't go back into the ruck because the marker's there. So you can only really go one way, and that's straight. So that's what Paddy doesn't like, is that we've only got one option, and that's to go one way. And with the clip, if you can see, when we, like, everyone's just, like, we know that we're tied up here. Everyone knows that we're tied up, and we're all tied. And just in my mind, I was thinking, why are we doing one-off running? We shouldn't be doing it. And then I realized that I'd say probably 80% of my tries at the tournament were just from one-off running. So I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll have a crack. I think it's 4th. I think we're on our 4th.
Yeah, I think it was 4th.
Yeah, I think it was 4th. So we're making barely any meters, and they're making some good tags on us. So I just thought, you know what, fuck it. Have a carry. Had a carry. Did my twist through the line, and I just saw space, and I kind of blacked out. Like as soon as I broke the line, all I remember was just running, blackout, and then I just put the ball down and I just started celebrating, and I was so happy. And that was right on the hooter. So I was quite happy with the result that came out. But in my opinion, if Maya doesn't make that tag about a minute before, we lose that game, like
Definitely.
easily. And I was also thinking when I was about to catch that ball, I was also thinking, like, we can't go to shootout. We can't go to a shootout because the way that how did they play? They were really different from other Auckland teams.
Yeah.
They were really weird to defend. Like,
I think it's because they knew our defense pattern.
Yeah.
Because we played them twice. The first time we played them, I think we really just won that one as well, eh? Or was that a comfortable one?
No, we just won. But I'd say that, it was. We kind of went away from our game plan, just trying to score tries, but we got lucky at the end as well.
Oh, that was Ethan, eh?
Yeah, Ethan got that break.
Yeah. But I think, they done a little bit of study, I guess, because we had our tight D, and then they were kind of exposing that by swinging the ball and trying to take on our links, which actually worked a few times. But
yeah, they were trying to catch the wingers on those 2-on-1s, because a lot of times, like, I think I was jamming in, I think Arcade was jamming in, Cass was jamming in, like, majority of our wingers were all jamming in on those 2-on-1s when we're, like, taught to just hold and slide. But yeah, we kept. I think that the reason why they were so good is because we start playing into their game, not really play into their game plan, but like go away from our game plan.
Yeah.
That's what they were really good at, is like they seem like a team that's disconnected and like weren't good, you know what I mean? Like in terms of like they weren't really flashy. They were pretty simple. They're one of those simple teams, and they were like, we thought that we could just score off every play, but they were really consistent at making tags in their reads. So I think that's why.
Fuck, to be honest, I really felt like they actually winged it. Like the way they played was like, I think they really relied on their chemistry. I feel like they've been together for quite some time now, and I know that they played 2 grades. They played the under 21 mix, and I think they took it out.
They took that grade out, yeah.
And I felt like that was like their main priority, was the 21 mix.
Yeah.
Because coming into that 21 men's finals, it was just like,
they kind of
we'll give it a crack, but
yeah, like
whatever happens.
Yeah.
Where to us is fuck, we were ready to.
Yeah, that was we either lose or we don't. Like I think for them, because I was speaking to one of the boys after the game, he was like, "Bro, we could have had both grades. And I was like, "Bro, just be happy you got one."
Yeah, exactly.
Because like if we lost that one, bro, we would have went home with nothing.
Yeah.
And they would have went home with 2 medals, but. You know,
but shout out to them though. Fuck, they done fucking mean.
Yeah, they got some mean players. They had some mean playmakers and stuff. But I think it was mainly just they couldn't really defend people who twist. I think that's what it was, and that's something that I love doing, because I did that to them the first time we played them as well. Like the exact same way, I just ran straight through the middle and just used my twist. But yeah, it was good. It was a good final.
Yeah.
Down to the wire, and yeah, we got lucky. We did get lucky.
But yeah.
Alright, so now we got sorry. Now we got time for questions. So just like the last episode, went through some questions and just here to answer them. Q&A.
Let's say this one's from Jen the Menace. Woman in tag, please.
Oh,
let you elaborate.
So woman in tag, bro, there's some girls that are solid. So last year, I managed to take a under 15 girls team to 3P last year, and they went 9-0. I think they went 9-0, and they smoked that grade. And I think it just comes down to coaching. I think that's what it mainly comes down to, is because when people have good coaches, not just with the girls or the boys, when they have good coaches behind them and a good support system behind them, they're gonna perform better. It's not about girls getting better. It's not about that. It's about the coaching getting better for girls and boys. And I think that's what tag really struggles with, is that there's not too many elite coaches out there. There's a lot of league coaches thinking that they can take up tag and then take a team over to a tournament and just take it out, but that's not the case. You gotta have to play tag, know how to succeed in it, and then coach it. That's why I think that myself and Kingy are great coaches, is because we know what to expect. We know, we've been playing tag for a long time, so it just makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's more just coaching. There's not enough coaches out there to coach our girls and also coach boys teams as well. But boys, they're just more like, they take up tag because there's more boys in tag. So what the girls need is just proper coaching, really.
I feel like, because I haven't really coached any women's team. Like, I run women's teams, but I don't actually coach them, surprisingly. But I think the difference between the females and the males is that the women are actually more eager to learn and more willing to learn and know how to listen, exactly, because a lot of the boys that I've coached, they've played tag before and they think they know, They think they know.
They all think they know,
Yeah,
bro.
but
They all think they
The
know.
cool thing about doing women is that they're always willing to learn, and they're always willing to learn new things. It doesn't matter who the coach is for them, to be honest. I just feel like they're more eager in playing the game, but sometimes you'll get that odd shy girl that doesn't even turn up to trainings, but is like an absolute gun. But there's a few tag ladies that I've watched amongst my time in tag, and they've actually excelled through tag, going into league. So big shout out to our females playing tag, especially in Auckland. A lot of the league girls that play like NRLW and Kiwi Friends, they all play tag, and I feel like a lot of their skills have been developed through tag. Only because it's easy to develop skills in tag because there's no contact. Obviously, you can play a bit more freely, and you don't have to worry about getting absolutely fucking flogged,
getting folded from someone that's like 120.
So it gives you that confidence, especially if you're a playmaker or if you're a ball player. Taking the ball to the line is a lot easier, and it gives them that extra confidence, going into league season. So. Yeah.
Even heaps of union players like Aisha as well, bro. She's she's easily the best Wellington tag player for women, I'd say, because she's always been mean.
She's got everything,
Yeah.
Speed, fitness, defense.
Yeah.
I'm just glazing at the moment.
No, but that is true. It is true. She is. That's why she's so high at her game. Because not just because of tag, but because of she probably played other sports as well. But tag probably has contributed to the way that she excels in union as well. But I think that every single professional NRL and union player should pick up tag. That's just my honest opinion, because especially in general play, it's extremely similar. When you make a break, you gotta look for options. You can't really get that in non-contact sports like touch, because I feel like that touches its own game. You can get a lot out of it. You can get a mean step and halves can practice avoiding actually getting touched, which they can use into league and union. But I think for myself, it's tag just makes more sense as well, just because general play, open play, counter attacking, it's all very, very similar. So that's what I think.
Nice. We'll go one more question,
Yep.
This one is from Nways67. Create your starting 8. Now for this one, I think we should go mix.
Okay.
And I think
are we gonna make our own, or you
we'll
draft
make
it?
our
Should we draft? Do a draft? Yeah.
So we can't choose each other's. I feel like
no, we won't do that.
we can sort of switch it up and use professional.
Yeah, we can use pro players that
players.
play tag and that we know play tag. I reckon. Do you want to do a mix, or should we do men's? I don't know too many girls. Unless you do the girls, I'll do the.
And you do the
men's.
men's.
Okay.
I'll start us off. So for my starting 8, my 4 girls that I know that have played tag before will obviously be Aish. Gotta have Aish. Caitlin Vahakolo.
Oh.
I think she played counties. I know she's played tag.
Yeah.
I know she's played tag or East Auckland. Caitlin Vahakolo. A few others. Dice Falefanga.
Oh, is she good? Is she good? Dang.
She's played tag. She's played for Porirua for women's. Her and her sister. And my last girl, I'm gonna go with someone. Bro, I'm gonna go someone like Stacey Walker.
Oh.
That I reckon.
That's actually a good solid
That's my
pick.
4 girls, obviously professional players, but I know majority of them have played tag. But yeah, my 4 boys for the mixed grade, I'm gonna go with Hayden Porkai, South Auckland Open Men's, Sam Nutty. I'm gonna go Daryl, Counties Monaco GOAT, and I'm gonna say Johnny Pulianga. That's my 4 boys.
Alright, for my open bins, I'm gonna go. My one, I'm gonna go Keanu Kinney. Obvious, because he is the man. No glaze. Nah, full glaze. I'll go Keanu Kinney. I'm gonna go with my wingers. I'll have Hosking, and I have. Am I allowed to put myself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll put myself. I'll put myself in there. I'll have my links. I'm gonna go for. Alright. And my links, I'm gonna go for Odell, and I'm gonna go. Who's my other link? I might shift Hosking to link, and my other winger can be. And then I'm gonna go. My other link will go Kenny Elmore. Have him in as the link, and I'll move Hosking back out to wing, and then I'll go. My 2 playmakers can be. I'll go. My 6 can be Matt Hardigan, and then my 7 is gonna be Adam Reynolds.
Reno.
Yeah, Reno. And then I'll go. My punch can be. Is gonna be Dom Sniper.
Dom George Wallace. The man. Alright. That's our teams there.
Yeah, that's our teams.
Alright, next segment. Players you'd like to see in the All-Star game at 3P Tag.
So I'll go Sean Johnson as one. I'll go Sean Johnson. Reasoning I got Sean Johnson is one, because he's retired, so he won't have too much going on other than the play on podcasts. He's like only just retired. He only just retired last year, the end of last year, so he'll be quite fresh for the All-Star game. He won't be no couch potato like a lot of these pro players when they finish. And also I've seen him play tag before. Have you seen those clips of him playing tag?
Who?
Sean Johnson.
Oh.
Bro, they're not crack up. They're just like, oh, bro, why are you not stepping properly? Like, it's like that. But yeah, he's played tag before, and he's the man at touch, so that can also help transition into that All-Star game. Another guy that I'd love to see is Luke Metcalf. Luka Mikiafu. I'll have him in because I don't think he'll get, since the All-Star game is in November, he probably won't get called up for international duties, so he'll be free. He's also a fan favorite, mean ball player, and he's got some wheels on him, bro. He's got some wheels.
He does. I'd like to see him race Kenny.
Oh, that would be pretty. That would actually be pretty mean, because both of them aren't really long distance sprinters as well. They're more like acceleration based sprinters.
Yeah.
But my other person I'd have is Braxton Sorensen. So she went with one of the ladies. So Braxton Sorensen, if you don't know who she is, she plays for the Blues, and she got MVP for their Super Rugby Aupiki final. She got this mean runaway, and she plays fullback for the Blues. So by having her in, she's rapid. She's played league before, so she's got that league experience, and it'll be great to see more well-known and up-and-coming like female players playing in that All-Star game, just mainly for our youth. Just so our going back to our question from before about women in tag, it's good that we have those up-and-coming female players playing at these big events, because it's a good thing for our youth. And our youth, they're the future of the sport, so it'll be great to see some familiar faces for them to inspire them for future endeavors and stuff.
Yeah.
What would you have?
Alright, I'm gonna go. Well, if we're not picking from people that have already played like Renault and Kenny and stuff like that, I'm gonna go. I would love to see Reece Walsh in there.
He was supposed to be running waters at the last All-Star game, but he pulled out last minute.
Wow.
Apparently.
Nah, yeah, Reece Walsh will be just someone electric, someone like Kenny. It just opens the game up.
His socks get sold there anyway, so he's gonna be
true.
like. Surely you gotta go to your own, where your stuff gets sold and stuff.
Reece Walsh, that's what I mean. I want to go Caitlin Vahakolo as well. She's a people's person. She's all about giving back to the community, and she's such a sporty, and she's done a lot. She's done sevens, done rugby, done league, played tag. Not too sure if she played touch, but she'll be awesome to see. And she's a gun, bro.
Yeah, she's mean.
She's another one with a set of wheels.
But they do have the Women's World Cup this year, so I don't know how that works.
Yes.
But it is in November, so hopefully
if Hardigan can pull some strings.
Yeah, pull some strings, get these players on board. That'll be great. But make sure you get me and Kingy first. Nah.
But someone else I'd like to see would probably have to be. Oh, this one's a little bit different. I would love to see Hosking Vanicki in the 1v1.
Ooh, that's not a bad shout, to be honest.
Hosking Vanicki in the 1v1, I feel like, bro, that man is untouchable. I feel like he'll go good against Odell and the recent champ. I think his name is Justin. Don't know the last name. I don't want to butcher it anyways too. But I watched those ones and he's actually quite shifty too. Not so much fancy and stepping, just knows how to move.
Yeah, he knows when to pick his right spots.
But yeah, Hosking Vanicki in the 1v1.
He is pretty well known on TikTok as well. Like he's got a few viral clips that he's got on there, so a lot of people they'll probably recognize him. And I think that the All-Star game, it's kind of publicity. It's more about giving people who are really well known in the tag community or the league community and putting them on the field and showcasing their skill and showing it with the 3P tag rules. And in my opinion, 3P tag is the future of tag. They're very they show a lot of innovation in the way that they have scrums, they have high balls. That stuff is unknown in our tag, especially Oz tag and tag here in New Zealand. It's very different, and that's what I love about it, is that it's so different and it's so similar to league as well, so it's not like you're not getting anything out of it.
Yeah, and I think the cool thing about the All-Star game is that it breaks that stereotype where people think you only play tag because you can't play rugby.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Or tag can't get you anywhere.
Yeah.
The 3P All-Star game, shuts that right down.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's
imagine if all you do is play tag and you get an opportunity to play in these All-Star games, rubbing shoulders with some of the best NRL players in the world.
Exactly.
Which is something you can definitely work for as a tag player. So shout out to Maddie for bringing in such an awesome concept into the game and giving people opportunities to rub shoulders with some of the best. So
it gets a lot of eyes on the game as well.
Yeah.
People always, I don't know why. I don't know. There's this stigma,
and
especially online. There's such a big stigma on hating on tag. I don't know why, but a lot of people, they just hate on tag. Not just because they don't hate the sport necessarily, but they hate people who play the sport seriously. I don't know why that's people think that tag is such a nonchalant kind of game, you know what I mean?
It's
just it's silly. It's a sport,
it's a competitive sport.
It's a competitive sport. I don't know why people hate on it, because it's supposed to be competitive, a lot of TikToks a TikTok that I posted, it was just a photo dump, and then a lot of people were saying average player and stuff like that, and I was chill out. Like it's not that deep, but you know it does put a bit of this ideal of the game that it's
Like it's not all that.
yeah, it's like not all like if you're good at tag, then you're not like good. I don't know how to explain it. It's just really silly to me that people hate on the game and say that like say all this negative stuff, especially on your page as well. You get a lot of bad comments.
Yeah. But it's sort of easy to deal with, you know. Obviously, because I don't play footy at all. I just wait for tag season to come around, and it sucks having to wait a whole year just to play tag. But I'm pretty happy that I do get these opportunities to play flag, especially in the international stage, and all these new tournaments popping up like 3P. Like these are awesome for me because I've always wanted to excel in tag, not in a way where I wanted to make it a living, but to an extent where
Play against the best.
Yeah, play against the best.
Yeah, play against the best players. That's the same with me. Is I would never want to get paid for. Like that would be cool to get paid for tag, but that's not something that I'm trying to strive for. Like I'm more just like I would do this for free. Like I already do it for free. Like I'm sure that a lot of professional players can relate. Is that they don't play the game for money. They play the game because they enjoy it. They love playing it. Unless your name is Tavira Pengai Jr. That's a little different. But it's not about money. It's not about trying to make it professional. I just love playing the game at a high level because like it's fun. You know, it's fun playing against guys who are just as competitive as you. It's such a fun sport, and anyone can play it, which is another thing. Like
anyone,
you can be short, you can be tall, you can be skinny, you can be big, like whatever. Like you can be any shape and any size to play the sport, and that's what I love about it.
Exactly.
That's why I think it's the best non-contact sport you can play if you're a rugby player or a league player. But yeah, that's just for me.
But I think everyone will understand, you know, what we're trying to explain on how, you know, all these stereotypes of saying flag ain't that because it's a non-contact sport. Just sure. we get it, you're in our role. But nah, yeah. Shout out to the 3P tag, you know. Yeah.
Alright, so we did this in the last potty, and it was the blind rank tier list. So I've got some names here, and I'll explain to Kingy what the tier list holds and how he's got what's it called, like tier. That's a tier list. So I've got 4 tiers here. So he's got the best of the best, which is the top one, the beast tier, which is the second best, better than nothing, which is the third best, and then we've got box like a fish, and that's the worst. Okay, so we've got the thing you're gonna be blind ranking is NRL players who don't play tag playing tag.
Ooh, that's a good one. I like that.
So this is based on players that you think would do mean if they played tag.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've got our first name, Damien Cook. Current Damien Cook.
Beach sprinter. Fuck, he'll be electric, bro.
He'll be mean.
He'll actually be mean.
Yeah.
Pretty much the same as league, you know, finding the tired defender, scooping down the middle.
Yeah.
It's the same for Damien Cook. I feel like he'll be, I don't know what he'll be like on defense. You know, a lot of people that don't play tag struggle to defend, but
yeah, that's the main thing. Yeah, struggling to defend. That's the main thing that a lot of, especially professional players, is that what they struggle to do is tagging.
Yeah. But Damien Cook, I'm gonna go. What was the second one? Second to the bottom?
Beast.
Yeah. What was the bottom one?
Box like a fish.
No, I'm gonna go Beast. Put him at Beast.
Oh, okay. At Beast. Okay. Our next person, Jai Gray.
Damn, I feel like he'll be like another Keanu Kini.
Yeah, I think
He is quite shifty.
Just with no like hips, I think that he would just be a little different.
The only thing that makes Keanu Kenny different to all these other superstars is he knows the game. He knows how to tag.
And he knows how to twist.
And he knows
that's
he,
the biggest
He just
one.
knows the game inside out.
Yeah, that's whenever like professional players come in, they struggle to tag, but the biggest one is that they struggle to use their hips. So that's what separates Keanu Kenny from everyone else, is that he's so good with identifying space, because he's a professional player. So he's got all of that, and then now he can tag and he can twist. So like, how could you not?
Yeah.
Like,
but I feel like
he's
in
man.
saying that, if Jai Gray was a experienced tag player with the skills he has now, fuck, he'll be the man.
Yeah.
He'll be the man. I'd rate him like up there with Keanu Kenny, like at a professional level.
Yeah.
Maybe even a little bit better. I don't know. I'm gonna put him at. I'll put him at box like a fish.
Dang. Okay.
I feel like there's something good coming.
Okay.
Sorry.
Now we've got
Oh no.
we've got Tom Dearden.
Ooh, Tommy Dearden. This one's a good one. Playmaking is quite crucial when it comes to tag.
Yeah, exactly.
Opens up a lot of opportunities for his outside players, but someone like Tommy Dearden is a fucking workhorse. Same thing, being, new to the game, I feel like his defense will be poor. But if we're talking about it in a way where he's an experienced tag player, he would be a machine. He would be a machine in all aspects, He's a playmaker. He's got a bit of speed.
Yeah,
Breaks the line, he's gone.
Like high work ethic as well.
Yeah, high work ethic. Like, obviously in league, he's an awesome defender. So I think that'll transfer well into tag if he was a tag player. But yeah,
Where would you have him?
he's gonna go best of the best.
Best of the best. Okay. Now we've got.
Wait, best of the best
Better-
is the.
That's the top one.
Yeah.
So now we've got our last guy, who is better than nothing and better than Jai Gray, Phoenix Crossland.
Oh.
So we've got our list. We've got best of the best, Tom Dearden. Our beast tier, we've got Damien Cook. Better than nothing tier, we've got Phoenix Crossland. And our box like a fish tier, Jai Gray. Are you happy with that?
I'd maybe switch Jai Gray with
Phoenix.
Phoenix, and then I'll be happy.
But I think that's not too bad as well.
Yeah,
that's
that's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Alright, that's us for another episode of Tag Talks. Make sure you all jump over and follow all our socials on TikTok, Instagram and YouTube. And yeah, if you want us to talk about anything tag related, DM us, let us know. If you have any clips, send them through.
Make sure that the clips are like, we can see the whole play, and make sure that they're not highlights you're sending to us. Like, send us the full clip in the build up and we'll break it down for you.
But yeah, other than that, have a good week everybody. Stay blessed. Ka kite.
Yo.